spring, such a lovely reminder of how beautiful change can truly be. Hello there, Matt here, and this is day 1 of our 30-day journey of spring creative journaling, created by Marva Midkiff, the artistic fairy down in the art room. And if you're not artistic, that's okay. This journey is for everyone because we believe that creativity is a state of being inherent to everyone in whatever version that looks. So that's what this journey was designed to do, is to cultivate that creativity, see how it can show us who we are, what we want, and how to get it. It's quite magical. So welcome to the beginning of our spring creative journaling journey. Spring is here, and I am so excited to share the growth, curiosity, and excitement of spring with you as I share these daily sessions that Marva has been creating here with the Intention Inspired fam. There's a link in the description if you want to read more all about what the Creative Journal is. If you want a supply list, you can watch our kickoff calls. You can join our kickoff calls or our weekly calls that we have. Otherwise, I'll be tuning in each day to our podcast as I bring you our daily intention and our spring creative journaling inspirations. So, starting with today's intention. There is tremendous power in taking time to tap into your heart and soul and what they want to experience, and then declaring that to the universe. And that is our intention setting. Setting and living our intentions allows us to focus on who we are in each moment and clarify who we want to be. Setting intentions is not the same as setting goals. Setting goals can help us prepare for the future, while setting intentions is clarifying and aligning who we want to be and how we want to feel into this moment. So by setting intentions, we decide how we want to show up in the world and how we want to touch others. Setting intentions allows us to recognize and live our values and raise our emotional energy. So a few other things that setting intentions can help us with, and the reason why we are including it in every single day, is because intention setting helps us align our actions with our values. Setting intentions can help us stay focused on our true top priorities in life. Setting intentions can help us provide direction and remind us how to live out each day. It gives us purpose, as well as the inspiration and motivation to achieve our purpose. This practice of setting daily intentions is all about making tiny shifts in perspective that can change our life. And lastly, setting intentions can help us take our mind off of problems and perceived limitations. So instead, it helps us put our focus on something that will have a positive impact on our life. By clearly stating how we intend to feel each day, instead of maybe wishing that we would have felt a different way, this puts the power back into our own hands. And that is how we will start each day of this 30-day journey with an intention. So, Marva has found 3 steps to be very helpful for clarifying and setting intentions. And we're just going to review step 1 today, and we'll do step 2 tomorrow and step 3 the day after that. So, step 1. To assure that we can focus on the intentions that align with our new state of being, we must first finish what we have started. Spring cleaning, here we go. So think of it as removing energetic clutter. If you're like me and set quite a few intentions that maybe got halfway through and then maybe the focus was shifted onto something else. Well, that left with quite a few unfinished and unclarified projects that might weigh us down. And so to make space for the new intentions, we clear vibrational energy and release any intentions that no longer align with our values. So, in order to do this, we can make a list of unfinished projects. Getting it out of our energetic state and putting it on paper really gets that objective perspective and can alleviate that weight. So this practice of vibrational cleanup will take some thought and some time. Making our list will be our intentional focus for today. So don't be concerned if your list is long or if the cleanup seems daunting. The power of intentions allows us to begin manifesting as soon as we set the intention to change. And the change will occur organically as we begin to clear our field. And then we will move on to step 2 tomorrow. Let's move into a little bit of gratitude, because we all know how wonderful gratitude can be. There are so many benefits of cultivating gratitude. So just to name a few, gratitude can lower our stress levels. It can help us feel calmer, especially at night. It can help us get a new perspective on what is important to us and what we truly appreciate in our life, and that naturally cultivates more of that into our life. And by noticing what we are grateful for, we can gain clarity onto what we want to have more of in our life and what we could do without. Gratitude can also help us learn more about ourselves and become more self-aware. And when life is challenging, we can read through our gratitude to readjust our attitude and remember all the good things in our life. So that is why we will be having a small moment of gratitude in each of our daily sessions during this journey. And remember, it takes a consistent practice for about a month to create a new habit. And gratitude can be such a healing and life-affirming process. So being in gratitude can change our life because we will be focusing on love and joy and appreciation for the life that we have while creating, not focusing on what we're lacking. So be consistent with your gratitude commitment as we journey through spring together, and trust that even if you can't see immediate results, changes are occurring. Okay, your turn. Finish this sentence. I am grateful for... All right, moving into our affirmation for today. We will have an affirmation in each of our daily sessions. This helps prime the mind, body, and soul into this new life we are creating that is one of abundance and creativity and you name it. So feel free to repeat today's affirmation out loud with purpose and intent. I am open to the mystery and the magic that this new beginning brings. All right, moving into our creative inspiration, tuning into spring for inspiration, because when it comes to inspiration, Mother Nature knows what's up, and that's why we are tuning into the energy of spring during this creative journaling journey. So we begin our commitment to our creative expression and to our own self-awareness. We begin with the realization that even if a creative journal isn't your chosen form of creative expression, any creative practice enhances the power of creativity in all areas of our life. And I find that we can be more authentic and experiment and play and also share these ideas if we all have the same tools to work with. So, keeping a creative journal, honoring the commitments we make with ourselves, and making the journal our own, these are all actions that can bring us closer to living a joyful and creative life of self-actualization. So each day we will have an affirmation, a gratitude prompt, an intention for the day. And if you were doing this in the evening, these prompts can apply perhaps to the following day as well. So today we will be making a commitment for a set amount of time each day. And it is important that we keep this commitment. So set an amount of time that allows you to succeed. And of course, we can always go over that amount of time. But if we consistently fall short of our commitment, it begins to set up this resentment and this sense of failure and may cause us to quit. So choose an amount of time that is practical. All right, let's jam on into our journal inspirations for the day. So I hope you have your journal handy as I read through our journal inspirations. You can just go ahead and stream of consciousness, start to doodle, start to color, maybe write some words down that inspire you and just see what comes through. Maybe notice the critic that's like, I don't think that's going to be beautiful. Or you shouldn't do that. Just flow. Let it flow. Let it go and let it flow. Okay, so spring. Spring invites us to realize and celebrate that we are new each moment. The spring equinox, or the vernal equinox, is the time when Earth comes into balance, awakening from the long sleep of winter. 12 hours of light and 12 hours of darkness, that is the spring equinox. Our imagination, curiosity, and creative energy awaken with the Earth as we shake off our hibernation. The vernal equinox, vernal meaning of the spring, equa meaning equal, and nox meaning night. The vernal equinox marks the turning point when daylight begins to overtake the darkness. So thank you, winter, for allowing us to rest, to go within, and embrace stillness. It has given us this opportunity to accept death, not as the end, but as a new beginning. With the arrival of spring, we feel the stirrings of rebirth, growth, and awakening. A new beginning is stirring, and we must become clear about what we desire. So today we make our commitment to our awakened creative energy. We vow to honor our commitment of self-awareness by releasing critics, judgment, and perfectionism. We applaud our courage and create and stay open and curious about the way that expression manifests for us. So, I'm going to go ahead and read out our commitment to awaken my creative energy. And you can find the download for this commitment in the link below. But feel free to repeat it as I read it. Repeat it for yourself if this is your moment to make your commitment to awaken your creative energy through this 30-day journey. I, Matthew Prindle, will abide by the terms of this contract and commit to setting up my creative workspace and working in my creative journal every day for at least 30 days. I will spend at least 30 minutes each day, longer if possible. It is my intention to connect with myself and my internal wisdom, to know and love myself and honor myself with compassion, courage, and curiosity. I am learning to trust and embrace myself exactly as I am in this moment. I have the courage to find out exactly who I am, observe myself in action, and know that I am enough. If you just kind of read that to yourself, if maybe you're driving and don't have the opportunity to actually write that contract out for yourself, go ahead and mentally sign and date that to make it that much more personally official. So when you have made this commitment declaration, feel free to color it, decorate around it, really solidify your commitment, and do something symbolic. Light a candle, write a poem, maybe a spring meditation, or create an altar, something to really honor your commitment. And share that with us. We would love to see it. A shared journey can be very powerful. There is great power in sharing your creative process. And it might take a bit of courage to show up and feel vulnerable. But we learn so much by sharing. And in many cases, it is your vulnerability that will give someone else the courage to be seen and heard. I always love to hear about where you are and what you are learning on your creative journey of expression. So feel free to take a moment and join us. We have a private activity feed over in the art room on Intention Inspired, where we are sharing our creative journeys with one another. And it's so beautiful. It's so fun. So you're invited to join us over there to share your observations about spring, how it makes you feel, what you decide to make a priority, what excites you about spring colors and the possibility that spring holds. There's a lot of change on the horizon, and it can be difficult or uncomfortable, but change is the only constant in our universe. So let's embrace it, and let's embrace it together. So thank you for joining. Today was a little bit longer than most sessions will be because we took a little extra time to make that commitment to ourselves and to kind of break down each of the inspirations. So thank you for your time and attention and for joining me on this journey. I am so honored and look forward to continuing the journey as it unfolds. Peace and love, and commit.